Hello everyone, Professor Piyush here. So this is a project where I'll be telling you step by step how to make a lamp, and I'll be using some reference images to complete this project. Something like this. Those reference images you can download from the link in the description. They are basically the top view, the front view and the right hand side view of the lamp. So that will help you in tracing down the lines. So this exercise we will learn how can we create a 3D model from a plan, elevation, sections for any kind of product or any kind of buildings as well. So if you see, if I hide all this project, and you will see the plan here. I have given some transparency to the plan. Originally when you will import, it won't be like this. The transparency is given so that I can see through and trace upon it. So we'll learn all these tricks and some new tools also to understand the whole process step by step. So you can start with me from scratch. You don't have to worry about any steps skipping. So follow the steps one by one as I go along. First thing which you can do is keep the images downloaded and ready to be imported.
So let's begin. I will off all these layers for now and I will start fresh so that you can also follow me up, right? Let me go to perspective. Okay. So if you press F7, the grid will be on, right? If you press F7 again, the grid will go off. So this is a shortcut to bring the grid and take out the grid. So first thing first, if you have downloaded the images from the description, you can start putting them in. As I told before also, let's say you are bringing any top view or the front view or the side view, you need to go into that viewport, then only you should do it. So like if I want to import the plan first, so I have to be in the top view and then I will bring my images. To import any picture frame or image here in Rhino and put it there, you have to go to surface creation toolset. You can see there is a small icon of a picture plane here, or you can just directly type picture frame. It will open the images. Let me go back to our images. So as I am in the top view, I will import my top view first. So I will click this image and double click, right? And then it will ask me first corner of picture. So as I said, try to put everything from the origin. So here also I will do the same, type 0, left click, and for now you can scale it to any dimension, doesn't matter. Anyways, the dimensions are given and we will be scaling this image based on those. Like here you can see the diameter is given as 30.35. So first we need to set this image to the origin, as I said before. So I'll select the image and I will type move to activate the move command. You can find it in the transform also here, transform tool set, move, right? So when my move command is on, it will ask me to give the point. So I will be using this guideline center point here, and then I will type 0 so that automatically it moves to the origin. Hit the space bar and it will go there, right? So my the top view of my lamp is set to the origin, the center of this. When you have multiple images and you want to see through all the images, so the best way is you need to add some transparency in this. For that, you select the image and go to your properties. Under properties, you find the material thing, right? The material button, and downside there is a transparency option from where you can decrease and increase the transparency. Let's say I will keep it to 40, 45 or something likewise. So this is done. Our top view is done. I will right click to bring it to the front to all my viewports. You can see. Next is to bring the front view, right? How the front of this lamp will look. So for that, I will go to the front view board and follow the same step. Picture frame, and this is my front view. You will also find these images and double click it. Do the same, 0, space bar, just randomly stretch the image, and then you need to scale it, right? So for that, the dimensions are given. This is 116.81 centimeter. You can set your dimensions as you like. It has nothing to do with industry standards now. We are just understanding this. So to get that, there is a scaling tool, a reference scaling. We will do that. We have covered that in previous exercise also. So let me make a line first as a reference line. So I will use line command li space bar, or you can get it from here also, line command, right? And then I will zoom into the bottom. As in the top view, I have made, the center like this. So here also I will make this as a center line. Just take the reference of your crosshair. If you don't have a crosshair, you can go to tools, options, and you can go to appearance, and under appearance you will find a checkbox of crosshair downside here. Just check that box and the crosshair will come, right? So again, I have to take the command, line command, li space bar, go to the bottom, try to align your crosshair like this just to get a good guideline. Okay, click here. Now you know the distance is 116.81. So I will just type that 116.81. You can see it has automatically snapped to that distance. Okay, the image was not scaled before. That's why. Now you hold the shift and press left click. So this is the actual scale dimension. If you want to see the dimensions or measure it, so you can go here, analysis tab. This is a good tab where you can just analyze and check your model again and again with different aspects like directions and all. We will cover this in different exercises. Currently I want to see what is the distance, so I can click here, measure distance, and then first point of distance it will ask. So I will give this bottom as the first point, and the second point will be the top of this. And then if you go in the command line, you can see it is giving me the distance of 116.8, right? So you can use this to recheck if you're not sure somehow. Now is the time to scale this. So for that, I will use a scale 2D command, right? As we are scaling it in both red and green axis, it's image. If it would have been solid, I would have used scale 3D command. Let's see how 2D works. So I will click this. Now it will ask me to select the object. I want to scale this image, and then right click, and then it will ask me the base point. So my base point will start from the bottom of this lamp with the line, right? I will give this as my base point. Then it will ask me the reference point, or the reference scaling which I am using. So I want to scale from this point, the top of my lamp, to my actual. Now it will ask me the second reference point. So I will give the actual dimension, this point. Now you can see the height of my lamp has matched with the real scale. Again, we will do the same as we did for the top view. I will give some transparency to it. So select the image, properties tab, material section, and transparency. Now you see this bottom, I don't want it. This is my origin here where green and red axes are meeting. I want this to be aligned to this, right? It is not at the origin. I need to match it with the plan which we imported earlier. So for that, again, I will select this image and the line, right? And then do the same, move command MOVE, give it the endpoint. This is the endpoint of my line, and when it asks for the point where you want to move, just type 0 and spacebar. You can see this image is also aligned to the origin. So if you go to the perspective, you can see it is perfectly aligned with the center of this. Now one more thing we missed, we didn't scale the plan, right? So let's go to the top view and do the same. We need to match it with the diameter of this, right? So what I will do, I will create I will use this as a center as it is already aligned with the origin. So I just have to go to the circle command here, right, and take my first option, which is center with radius, the center point. So I will take this. It will ask me to give the center. So my center is 0 origin, space bar, and now you can start making your circle. You don't have to match with the image now because we are going to scale it. You just type the actual dimension, which is written here, that is 30.35, space bar, and this is your scale circle or the real dimension circle. Now your image needs to match with this circle. That's what we are going to do. So for that, already my image is aligned to the origin. I will just use scale 2D command again as scale 2D, right? You can find it here in the sidebar, this one, this option, where you can get scale 3D, scale 2D, 1D, and all other different scaling techniques. We will cover them slowly as the course progresses. You need to scale it from the origin. Again, type 0 to give the base point, and then scale factor. As we did before, I need to scale it from this quadrant, give it anywhere outside also, like this, and then you can stretch your image and then try to touch the circle. It is snapping the center, so what I will do, I will go to my snap settings at downside and I will off the center so that it doesn't disturb me there, and then I will match with the scale, the real circle, right? So this top view is also scaled now. You can see in the perspective, right? This top view is actually showing the lamp shade at the top, so you can see it is almost matching with this. It doesn't need to be too much accurate and matched likewise. Anyways, we are going to trace, and if there is certain errors and all, we can fix it there. Now comes the right hand side view, or the side view. I will go to the right hand side tab and then we'll import my image here as well. Picture frame, right view, double click, 0. Now you have an idea, as you scale these images, you can just randomly put it till here. But yes, we will scale this as per the height given. But before that, let me give some transparency to this as well. Select this properties, material tab, transparency to, let's say, 49 to 50, around that. Right, and you need to move this also to the origin. So move command, take the center as you did previously, align it using the crosshair and type 0 to move it to the origin. Now you need to match it with the height, right? If you go to the perspective, you need to check this line and then go to the right hand side view, and you see this lamp is still shorter, right? Now this view is little disturbing us when we are scaling. So what we'll do, I will select this in the perspective and I will off it for now a little bit so that I can scale my side view first. I will go to the right hand side view, bring it in the front, select the image, scale 2D, space bar, type 0 so that it automatically snaps to the origin as we have already aligned it. It will ask me the scaling factor or reference. So this is my first reference, this one, and my second reference point is here at the top, right? Now if you go to the perspective and I will open the objects, and you can see now we have got what we wanted.
So in the next step, with the help of these images, I will show you how can we trace these lines, these profiles, and then create a 3D solid out of them.